Roll call by Secretary Severson.
Senator Barral. Senator Barry. Senator Branham.
Here.
Senator Collister.
Here.
Senator Connor.
Here.
Senator DeCall.
Here.
Senator Dominguez.
Present.
Senator Fortunato.
Here.
Senator Hornsby. Senator Hurtado. Senator Jaiswal.
Here.
Senator Johnson.
Here.
Senator Chetri.
Here.
Senator Muir.
Here.
Senator Ortiz.
Present.
Senator Price.
Present.
Senator Rosales.
Present.
Senator Sidweeks.
Present.
Senator Withers.
Present.
Senator Worley.
Here.
Thank you, Zara. Now, if you all stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Senator Fortunato.
I'd like to approve last week's minutes.
Second.
It has been moved by Senator Fortunato to approve last week's minutes, seconded by Senator Dominguez.
Objection.
Objection. Yeah, what?
Would like to amend the amendment.
Oh, that was out of order, Senator Price. Senator Price,
Would like to amend the minutes. Amend.
you would like to amend.
So I'd like to amend a club name from Lambda Theta Alpha Latin Sorority Incorporated to Lambda Theta Alpha Incorporated. Oh, sorry, Sorority Incorporated. And then amend under community service, the time for Rake Up event on the 14th to 11 a.m. instead of 9. And then amend the date of the blood drive from the 11th and 12th to the 10th and the 11th.
She needs to make a motion to approve the amended minutes. She can make a friendly amendment, and then it's like and then just the first and second have to. Is that 9? So are you making a friendly? So you're making a friendly amendment to the minutes?
Yes. And then let's cancel the 9. Sorry, I thought that was the, so just the November date of the blood drive on the 10th and the 11th.
Okay. So the friendly amendment has to be approved by the maker of the motion and the second of the motion. Do you approve the motion, the amendment,
Yes.
Senator Fortunato, Senator Dominguez?
Yes.
Okay. Can you repeat the second part of your friendly amendment, please?
To service committee, it says November 11th and 12th is the blood drive. Instead, it needs to say November 10th and the 11th is the blood drive.
Okay. So it has been moved by Senator Fortunato, seconded by Senator Dominguez to approve the last week's minutes as amended. Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, last week's minutes are approved as amended. Senator Collister.
I move to approve this week's agenda.
It has been moved by Senator Collister and seconded by Senator Sidweeks to approve this week's agenda.
Seconded.
Oh, unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, this week's agenda is approved. We will now open up our gallery for any questions or answers.
Hello. My name is Venus Gulbranson, Secretary of the Alpha Psi Omega Honors Fraternity. Just kidding. What?
Oh, can you spell your name for the minutes, please?
Sorry. VENUS, like the planet. GULBRANSON. Got it. Okay. Anyway, I'm the Secretary for the Alpha Psi Omega Honors Fraternity. And on behalf of our fraternity, I would like to say that we support the, oh God, medical amnesty. That's what it is. Thank you. Is there any questions?
Are there any questions for Venus? Seeing none, thank you. Would anyone else like to approach the gallery? Seeing none, we will now move to our announcements and correspondence. We'll first be hearing from Val Davids.
Good evening. Tonight, I have 3 clubs. The first club is Greek Council. And Greek Council every year reads through their constitution and makes changes as necessary. And I'm going to turn the time over to Katrina Chapman and tell you what changes were made to the Constitution.
Like Val said, my name is Katrina, Katrina I'm the Greek Council president this year, and we added a few things to our Constitution. Most of what we did was just grammar, punctuation, the typical things that I feel like we miss every single year. The major change that we made was an addition of an executive board position. This position is a public relations officer. Their responsibilities include to promote positive image of Greek life and to maintain a favorable relationship between Greek Council and the public, to be administrator of all social media pages, and to take photos of all Greek Council events, to encourage community service throughout the Greek community, to plan, organize, and host an event that raises awareness to the Idaho State University campus community or the Pocatello community for National Hazing Prevention Week in the fall semester, to organize 2 events that promote Greek life in a positive way through community service in addition to National Hazing Prevention Week. The subsections of this include: 1 must involve the Idaho State University campus community and 1 must involve the Pocatello community. And they also are responsible in keeping an official portfolio relevant to the public relations officer position, which will be passed to the next elected public relations officer. Other than that was just a few grammatical errors. If you guys have any questions for me, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Senator Colister.
I move to approve the Greek Council's constitution changes.
Second.
It has been moved by Senator Colister to approve the Greek Council constitution changes, seconded by Senator Rosales. Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, your constitution changes pass.
Thank you.
The second club tonight is the Constitution of the ISU Outdoor Club. And it's really exciting. Years and years ago, when I was doing research for clubs and organizations, there was an outdoor club here on campus. And then I have been here, like 30 years, and I've never seen the outdoor club. So that's how long ago it was. And I've worked with Matthew, and he has got the Constitution put together. And we have also been working with risk management. But just because of the nature and some of the activities that this club will be doing, there will be waivers that we're working with risk management put in place. And I'll turn the time over to Matthew to talk about the purpose and some of the activities that got planned.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, members of the Senate. My name is Matthew Goff, M-A-T-T-H-E-W-G-O-U-G-H. And I am the inaugural president, potentially, of Outdoor Club. And our main concern was that we have this fantastic university that ranks pretty much the top in the world for the outdoor program. And yet there wasn't an outdoor club to support that on a student level. As Val mentioned, it's been some time since the club was here, but it did used to be here at one point. As we're working through this constitution, we're working on how best to tailor this for the student body. And so we'll have recreation activities, going outdoors, primarily the hiking, camping, canoeing, kayaking, cycling, climbing, and not too many of the more dangerous ones. We'll have to, of course, go through risk management before any of that is more than a thought. As well as this, we wanted to make it a more professional career-building opportunity because we have a large proportion of students who are outdoor education majors and minors. And for these opportunities, we connect them with various local outdoor pursuit companies, as well as having career-building training. For example, in the spring, Professor Ron Waters will be training us in avalanche safety. Any questions from the Senate?
Senator Colister.
So is this a new club or is this a club that's being reorganized?
I would say it's a new club. There is, when we checked, there was no index or club number for this club. And I'm guessing it was like in the 60s. And so they have gone through and redid their whole constitution because there was a lot of things missing from the 60s constitution.
Senator Fortunato.
Move to approve the outdoor club. Second.
Unanimous.
It has been moved by Senator Fortunato to approve the outdoor club, seconded by Senator Sudweeks. Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, your club is approved.
Thank you very much.
The second club, we do have an index number, and this is a club. It's Sheer Design, basically based with the College of Technology, but this club, as all of our clubs, are open to anyone. And in 2004 was the last time this club was active. And so they have put together, Katie has put together the Constitution with her executive board. And just want to say one of the purposes is to better serve the Idaho State community, peers, advisors, general public, and club members by being educated and trained in the cosmetology field. And so I will turn the time over to Katie and let her explain some of the things they've got planned.
Well, I wasn't nervous till I got up here. My name is Katie, Katy. I'm from the cosmetology program here on campus. We started our club because we wanted outside education that isn't offered. For example, I just barely found out there's a thing called eyebrow extensions, and I've never heard of it, and they don't offer that. And it makes you really marketable in the cosmetology field. It's just like one-upping somebody. So we do trainings like that. Makeup, we've done a couple classes with that. We do this really cool annual haircutting event where AIDS for Friends comes in and we cut their hair for free. This year it was about 50 or so people came in for haircuts, so it was really cool. We have a Christmas party coming up, so we do fundraisers and service projects. So, and teaching leadership in with that. So.
Can you do you want to spell her last name? Can you say and spell your last name and then also spell the club name?
Okay, so my last name is Omi, O-H-M as in mom, I-E. And then our club name is Sheer Design. So it's S-H-E-A-R, Design, D-E-S-I-G-N.
Any questions from Senator Barry?
I move to approve Sheer Design Club.
Second it.
Unanimous.
It has been moved by Senator Barry to approve Sheer Design Club, seconded by Senator Connor. Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, Sheer Design is approved.
Thank you. I did want to plug one of the clubs that will be coming. I won't be able to come next week, but I have Be the Match on Campus Club that will be forming. And so they are doing an event. They can do one event before they're actually recognized. And they're doing one event on November 30th. So if you be kind to spread that out to your clubs. It's a bone marrow registry. So they'll have an information table. So just watch for that one on December 2nd. They'll be ready for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Val. Senator Connor,
What was the name of that club?
that we
The-
be the match.
Be the match? Thank you.
Okay. We will now hear from Mackenzie Smith with our president's report.
That chalk me. Hi, guys. So I don't have a ton to report to you guys today. We did have our student forum. We did have several students show up and pose a few questions to the Senate, a lot to do with medical amnesty when I was there. Before I was able to attend, I had to show up a little bit late. There was a student who had mentioned that he would like to see more wheelchair accessible areas for studying. So I will be talking to the administration about that and student affairs to see what we can do to better allow students with those wheelchair accessible needs to have study areas on campus. I think that was the only big issue that was brought that we hadn't already addressed. A lot of students talked about medical amnesty, and a few students talked about a couple other things, but nothing that they gave any direct things that they would like to see other than the wheelchair accessible tables for studying. So we will be looking into that specifically. All I have heard from Randy Gaines is that they're still working on closing and moving the directory behind the portal. It was a little bit more technical than they thought it was going to be, so it may take a little bit longer than we expected, but as of now, they are currently working on that. So I will continue to update you guys as I am updated about that information. And then tonight we bring our medical amnesty resolution. I have talked to a lot of students about this, and it seems to be pretty widely accepted by students. I've also talked to some other constituencies outside of ISU where young people showed a very big interest in this as well. So it's nice to know that we're not only doing something that will benefit the students of Idaho State University, but also all underage people in the state of Idaho. So I'm really proud of that. And I'd also like to extend a shout out to Michaela Muir, Senator Muir, for all the hard work that she did on the student forum. It's not an easy thing to plan, and she did a really great job. So please, if you guys see her, give her a shout out. But other than that, I really don't have anything else large going on. I'm always willing to work with any of you guys if you would like to bring legislation to the Senate. So please talk to me about any concerns that you are seeing around campus, and we will try and work with legislation to fix those concerns. Does anyone have any questions for me? Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mackenzie. All right, we'll now move to our chair and committee reports, starting with the Senate Pro Tempore Chair Committee, Senator Withers.
Thank you, Vice President Belknap. So I just recently sent out an email to all of the committee heads. So please be sure to sign up for a committee head meeting. These meetings are for next week. And please be sure not to sign up for the RA one-on-one meetings because you'll have the option to sign up for both, but those times are for different groups of people. So, but other than that, that's all I have to report this time.
Thank you, Senator Withers. And now we'll hear from Finance Committee, Senator Withers.
Thank you again, Vice President Belknap. So Finance met today, and we have a couple of match deposit requests. So we have the Massage Therapy Club to match for $141, and they got their money raised through a series of raffles and sponsorships. And then for, excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, Mecca, okay, perfect. Through a series of donations from their Halloween party, we are able to match them $260.66 for a total of $401.66. Does anyone have any questions about that? No? Okay, so with that, I'd like to approve the match deposit request for both Massage Therapy Club as well as Micah for $401.66.
Roll call.
The match deposits have been, to match the deposits has been moved by Senator Withers, seconded by Senator Branham. Now I'll now turn it over to Secretary Severson for the roll call.
Senator Brawl. Yes. Senator Berry.
Yes.
Senator Branham.
Yes.
Senator Collister.
Yes.
Senator Connor.
Yes.
Senator DeCall.
Yes.
Senator Dominguez.
Yes.
Senator Fornerado.
Yes.
Senator Hurtado.
Yes.
Senator Jaiswal.
Yes.
Senator Johnson. Senator Chetri.
Yes.
Senator Muir.
Yes.
Senator Ortiz.
Yes.
Senator Price.
Yes.
Senator Rosales.
Yes.
Senator Sidweeks.
Yes.
Senator Withers.
Yes.
Senator Warby.
Senator Worley.
Yes.
Match deposits approved. Senator Dominguez and Senator Fornerado. Oh, Senator Dominguez.
I just wanted to change my vote to abstain.
Oh.
Sorry, I apologize.
Abstain. Senator Fornerado. Okay. The match deposits still are approved.
And then, just as an update, will be counting incentive points in this upcoming week. And so please prepare for an overview of those and approval for next week as well. That's a tentative plan. So,
Thank you, Senator Withers. We will now hear from our Rules Committee. Senator Branham.
Thank you. I have nothing new to report.
Thank you, Senator Branham. Now we'll hear from our Appointments and Review Committee. Senator Takal.
So this week we are working on the project to appreciate the scheduling office, audiovisual department, and the facilities department. We'll be making some gifts and giving them as an appreciation. Jonathan and Jordan will be working on scheduling. Rajesh and me will be working on audiovisual, and Sean and Michael, they'll be working on facilities. We'll be making some kind of gifts to appreciate the departments. That's all I have.
Thank you, Senator Takal. And now we'll hear from our Outreach Committee. Senator Muir.
Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to all of the senators who came to the forum, who publicized the forum in any way, and especially thank you to my committee for helping me get that set up. Thanks.
Thank you, Senator Muir. And next we'll hear from our Communications Committee. Senator Johnson.
Thank you, Vice President Belknap. So last week, I talked about doing that Senator of the Week award. And in order to provide the finances for a $5 gift card per week, I found out through President Smith that will come out of our discretionary fund. So I have to make a motion to get that voted for. Do I do that now? Make a motion for that now? Yes. Okay. So I would like to make a motion. So I move to make a motion, sorry, to approve funding the Senator of the Week and the Senator of the Month. Senator of the Week will be a $5 gift card per week, and Senator of the Month, that will be a $10 plaque. So a one-time payment of that for the remaining weeks, I guess, and months in the school year. Does anyone second for that? I don't know how that works.
Out of order, you have to describe that it's from the discretionary fund. So
Okay.
start the motion over again.
Okay, so restarting. I move to make a motion to take out $5 for Senator of the Week award out of the discretionary fund, as well as a one-time $10 payment for Senator of the Month.
Second it.
It has been moved by Senator Johnson to use the funds from the discretionary fund to fund the Senator of the Week and Senator of the Month prizes, seconded by Senator Connor.
Roll call.
Roll call has been called. I will now turn it to Secretary Sievertson for the roll call.
Senator Brawl.
Yes.
Senator Barry.
Yes.
Senator Branham.
Pass.
Senator Collister.
No.
Senator Connor.
Yes.
Senator DeCall.
Yes.
Senator Dominguez.
Yes.
Senator Fornerado.
Yes.
Senator Hurtado.
Yes.
Senator J. Swall.
Yes.
Senator Johnson.
Abstain?
Senator Chetri.
Yes.
Senator Muir.
Yes.
Senator Ortiz.
Yes.
Senator Price.
Yes.
Senator Rosales.
Yes.
Senator Sidweeks.
Yes.
Senator Withers.
I think that as a Senate, we work really hard and we get paid to work really hard as well. And I really value those people that take the extra initiative and showcase that they are putting forth additional efforts. However, I vote that we don't do it through a monetary value that's using student funds. And so with that, I'd like to vote no.
Senator Worley.
Yes.
Senator Branham.
No.
Would anyone like to change their vote? Senator Hurtado,
No.
Senator Fortunato.
No.
Any other vote changes? Seeing none. The use of discretionary funds for the Senator of the Week and Senator of the Month prizes is approved.
Perfect. With that being said, we do have a Senator of the Week. Michaela Muir is our Senator of the Week. So and one more thing, there will be no ASI She Speaks this next coming Tuesday. So if you sign up for that, it is canceled. So I guess we're kind of screwed because there's only one Tuesday after that, and that's already signed up for. So that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Senator Johnson. And last, we'll hear from Senator Price with our Service Committee.
Thank you, Vice President Belknap. So today was the last day for the blood drive, and Brooke is really appreciative for you guys to sign up and also to pass that along to your clubs as well. She really appreciates the help that to get people to donate and to help save lives. So it was very successful. And then just a reminder that we have a sanctioned event this upcoming Saturday on the 14th at 9 a.m. It is Make-A-Wish Rake Up. And just a reminder, dress warmly. And with more details, Senator Withers will email you who have signed up. And if you're still wanting to sign up, please talk to Senator Withers because he has all the contact for that as well. And then another reminder, there's only 2 more sanctioned events for your community service. So this one upcoming Saturday, and then on December 5th for Service Saturday. So if you are needing to make up those for your checklist, those are the only 2 that will be up for the rest of the semester. Other than that, that's all we have.
Thank you, Senator Price. And that concludes our chair and committee reports. We have nothing in old business, so now we will hear we'll move to new business and hear Resolution 539, Medical Amnesty, and I'll turn it over to Senator Rosales for the reading.
Thank you. In the Senate, Resolution 539 by Mariela Rosales, College of Education, Mackenzie Smith, ASISU President, Katana Belknap, ASISU Vice President, sponsored by Carly Sedgwick's College of Education. A resolution calling upon Idaho lawmakers to enact medical amnesty legislation. Whereas the Associated Students of Idaho State University seek to create a safe campus for all students attending Idaho State University. Whereas the Associated Students of Idaho State University acknowledge the potential harm that alcohol has on a college campus. Whereas unintentional injuries were the leading cause of death in college students, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Whereas 31 states in the District of Columbia have passed medical amnesty initiatives, including Montana, Oregon, Nevada, and Washington. Whereas the state of Idaho currently has no medical amnesty provision. Whereas the disparity could and has led to confusion about this policy for students at Idaho State University. Whereas when someone overdoses in America, help is called less than 50% of the time. Whereas a Cornell study found that 19% of college students surveyed had been in a situation where they felt they should have called for emergency services. Whereas the same study found that only 4% of college students surveyed did call emergency services. The same Cornell study found that over a 2-year period of implementing a medical amnesty initiative, the cost to emergency medical services increased 51.1% after 1 year. Whereas the college students are often reluctant to call for help in medical-related emergencies when they may get themselves or others in trouble. Whereas the same study has shown that not wanting to get the person in trouble and not wanting to get themselves in trouble as top reasons why students did not call emergency services. Whereas studies have shown that a student who knows a medical amnesty policy exists is 2.5 times more likely to call for help. Whereas Idaho State University currently has a medical amnesty policy in the Student Conduct Code. Whereas this legislation would only seek to provide amnesty in case of medical emergencies. Whereas this legislation would not seek to provide amnesty in cases such as driving under the influence and disorderly conducts. Be it therefore resolved by the Senate of the Associated Students of Idaho State University calls upon Idaho lawmakers to enact a medical amnesty policy during the 2016 legislative session. Are there any questions?
Senator Colister.
How does passing this bill fulfill the second statement? The Associated Students of Idaho State University acknowledge the potential harm that alcohol has on the college campus. I don't understand why that one is relevant.
What President Mackenzie Smith and I did, we went over the resolution that was sent to us from the University of Idaho, and we used that format. We copied it onto ours, and then just changed it around to where it would fit us. I'm not quite sure. I'll be honest with you. I'm not quite sure exactly on that one, exactly how it could be stated differently. To me, it's kind of like there's no actual like, this is the proof where it harms students at Idaho State University. So it could be redrawn from there.
Can I do a follow-up?
Follow-up, yes.
Could we remove that statement from the resolution when we go to approve it?
I do not have a problem with it.
Okay.
Senator Withers.
Thank you, Vice President Belknap. I think the statement serves to represent that the purpose of this resolution, the fact that we do know that college students will engage in drinking alcohol, whether this exists or not. However, we acknowledge that there's potential harm in it. And I think that by excluding the statement from the bill, we're basically just saying, well, here you go, and not acknowledging that this is a major concern for all college campuses. We have statistics later on, but I think that point makes it blunt that we acknowledge that this can be harmful to students. So I think it's important to keep.
Thank you, Senator Withers. Oh, Senator Connor.
Sorry. I do agree with Senator Withers on this point as well, that if you're not going to acknowledge what could be harmful to somebody, then there's no real reason to pass a bill that helps people who are being harmed by something. And so I just...
Senator Studweeks.
I think that section, it really says that we acknowledge that it's a possible problem on our campus. So it brings it into a local and is like, this is why we're passing it, is because we're from Idaho State University and it affects our constituents and our students.
Is there any further questions on the floor, discussion?
With that, I move to approve Resolution 539 with medical amnesty as read.
Seconded.
It has been moved by Senator Rosales to approve the resolution, seconded by Senator Sidweeks. Roll call has been called. I will now turn it over to Secretary Severson for the roll call.
Senator Bral. Senator Barry.
Yes.
Senator Branham.
Yes.
Senator Colister.
Abstain.
Senator Connor.
Yes.
Senator DeCall.
Yes.
Senator Dominguez.
Yes.
Senator Fornerado.
Yes.
Senator Hurtado.
Yes.
Senator Jayswal.
Yes.
Senator Johnson.
Yes.
Senator Chetri.
Yes.
Senator Muir.
Yes.
Senator Ortiz.
Yes.
Senator Price.
Yes.
Senator Rosales.
Yes.
Senator Sidweeks.
Yes.
Senator Withers.
Though I know that people are entitled to vote how they wish, I would encourage those who chose to abstain to just think of the implications this could have on perception of, well, some students didn't support this or not. But with that, I vote yes.
Senator Worley.
Yes.
Would anyone like to change their vote? Senator Burrell? Okay, the resolution does pass. All right, we will now reopen the gallery for any last minute questions. Anyone who'd like to approach?
So apparently there's some kind of communication breakdown because Diversity Resource Center and Gender Resource Center showed up, but they weren't on the agenda. So they left me stuff for you guys. One is just an understanding of what the Diversity Resource and Gender Resource Centers are and some of the things that they offer, and then some of the events that are currently going on with these. They are hoping to come back next week, so this is just a brief overview of what they would have talked about, but they did want you guys to have this information. So I will be passing all of this around. Please take it. Inform your clubs of these events that are going on. And if you have any questions, I can get you their contact information. Thank you.
Thank you, President Smith. Anyone else from the gallery? Seeing none, we will now, if you would now all stand and join me in the ISU fight song.
ISU fight, ISU fight, go, 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 Bengals, go.
Senator Barry. It is a move to adjourn by Senator Barry, seconded by Senator Fortunato.
Unanimous.
Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, we will adjourn after the roll call.
Senator Barral. Here. Senator Barry.
Present.
Senator Branham. Here. Senator Collister.
Here.
Senator Connor.
Yes.
Senator DeCall.
Here.
Senator Dominguez.
Present.
Senator Fortunato.
Here.
Senator Hornsby. Senator Hurtado.
Present.
Senator Jayswal.
Here.
Senator Johnson. Senator Chetri.
Here.
Senator Muir. Senator Ortiz. Senator Price. Senator Rosales.
Present.
Senator Sidweek. Senator Withers.
Present.
Senator Worley.
Here.
Meeting adjourned.